superstars can perform with such ease. What a clothesline!
Oh my God, right over the top and hit hard.
He's attacking without consequence now.
Okay, look out. All the way to the outside. The 1-2 punch of high risk, high reward.
Big overhand.
Brought down with the belly to back. Not the prettiest thing you'll ever see, but it sure looks effective. Up high. Senton from the apron. And it seems like you have to be at least a little sadistic to be victorious in a no DQ match.
Oh, come on, Cole. It's not about being sadistic. It's about being smart. There's no safety net in a no disqualification match, and that's a big factor in succeeding. There's nothing sadistic about it.
And Steele isn't looking helpless anymore.
This could be a good chance for Steele to get some distance and rethink things.
Was definitely not thinking about finesse with that one. Was only thinking about dominance.
I don't care what they say. Nothing good ever comes from getting the tables.
It seems like this match is becoming something of an uphill battle for him.
Yeah, this is where you need to fight harder. Don't let the falls count anywhere stipulation get to your head.
He's looking for something. This could get dangerous.
Oh, man, he grabbed the kendo stick. Everyone needs to watch out now. He's got a plan for that table, and it does not involve a dinner party.
Oh, the table's being set on fire.
Oh, I can't watch this. I can't watch this at all.
Ledges, hard surfaces, pyrotechnics, that stage area can be very unforgiving.
Yeah, these superstars are out of their minds.
Waistlock go behind. Up and over with a German suplex. We're not finished yet. Another one. Oh, come on. Enough is enough. And continuing to punish their opponent with a German. Backstage is where you can lay waste to your opponent in a hurry.
They must have lost their minds.
Everyone in the back needs to stay away from the oncoming devastation.
George beats him to the punch.
Oh.
This Falls Count Anywhere match is now underway, and you wonder what these superstars might have in mind for this match.
I'm sure they can dream up plenty of dangerous locations they'd like to take this match to. For all we know, this fight...
Take it over!
Go for the win here!
Able to turn it into a cover of their own.
Turning it around here.
And a strong kick out in one.
Somehow still has the energy for a quick kick out.
Loving blow. Duking it out on the stage. This is wild.
This is...
Oh, look at the start of this. Could be going into the playbook for submission. The arm's trapped. Not finding an easy way to get out of this one. Able to punch his way out.
Headbutt to the back of the neck. These superstars are displaying absolutely zero concern for their own well-being.
Yeah, nothing good can come of this.
The way this is going, we might need local law enforcement to get this under control.
This is certainly one way to shorten your career.
Fighting in such treacherous territory is a one-way ticket to the infirmary.
Oof.
Headlock. Oh, and cheap shot right above the eye.
Such an underhanded tactic there. That unraveled on George.
Got out of the way, but can he capitalize?
Dropped him with a big shoulder tackle. Boom, what impact.
This is a situation you want to avoid. Finds a way to get out of it, and that indecisiveness proved to be costly.
Oh, left right to the liver. He's doing everything he can to fight out of this tough spot. He's in a bad way, but still has something left in the tank.
Everything he can do to create space here.
Continues fighting.
German suplex, and not done yet. Another German.
A trio of wicked German suplexes. Choke slammed all the way to the outs.
Taking flight.
Completely missed the mark there.
Shoulder tackle. There it is. Reversal. Clothesline.
Off with their head.
He's climbing up that ladder. Only going to escalate the situation.
He finally reaches the top. I hope his fear of heights doesn't kick in now.
And he's made it up the service ladder. Going for a power slam, turning it into a power slam. Of their own, yes!
He's retreating down the ladder to more stable ground.
He's heading up that ladder, but what's the plan? And now that he's up there, what's he gonna do? George the Animal Steel trying to ramp things up.
Still fighting back. Look at him go. What a display of strength here.
There he goes up that ladder.
Well, he's up there. Now what? Oh, and he manages to reverse.
Two-handed choke slam.
Okay.
Just end this now.
Oh, he's playing possum.
And a shoulder is lifted before one. George beats him to the punch. And the count doesn't even begin. No idea what he's planning here.
Yeah, I don't think it's anything good, Cole.
Being carried around now.
Oh, no, 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 no. Power bomb across the barricade.
George sizing him up.
Mistake made by Steele.
Making that shoulder vulnerable.
This is a show of sheer brutality.
They really shouldn't be up there. There are no safety nets in place. George, the animal Steele, trying to ramp things up.
Clearly lost in the moment. He better snap out of it.
Short jab. Just raining down those shots to the back of the neck. Double axe handle.
Oof, this is bad. These two could get seriously hurt.
George clearly wants a fight here.
All right, he's got to refocus up now. Here we go again. He made his point. Concentrate on the match instead of everything outside of it. Now finds himself in quite the precarious position up there. And I have no idea what the heck these superstars are thinking.
I don't think they're thinking at all right now, Cole.
With the counter. Totally helpless at the moment.
This has gone too far.
Way too far.
Splat. Oh, good. At least he's returning back down to firm ground.
I don't think Steele's aware of the danger that's coming.
Uh-oh. Batten down the hatches.
F5! Thunderous!
The Kimura.
The Kimura! Kimura lock. Submission move. Will they tap? After everything. And it took everything for this win.
Any member of this family that enters the professional wrestling business knows about the expectations that are going to be on their back. They know about the prestige that their very name carries. They know that those who came before them have accomplished so much. Bearing the weight of those legacies can prove to be way too much for almost anyone. But that was never the case for Jimmy and Jey Uso. Jimmy and Jey Uso looked to be stars from the very start, constantly evolving their look, style, and offense as they progressed in their careers. Face paint and war dances would fade away, and the two would embrace the day one-ish mentality, looking to punish opponents and send them to the Uso penitentiary. The Usos are 8-time WWE Tag Team Champions. The Usos have main evented WrestleMania after initially fighting for a mere spot on the card. The Usos were the premier team of the 2010s. The Usos are the greatest team of all time. Jimmy and Jey are poetry in motion, each knowing what the other is looking to do next, each using every bit of savvy they gained growing up in professional wrestling to keep their edge. And sure, in recent years, it's been difficult between the two. Jimmy did cost Jey his match at SummerSlam against your tribal chief, Roman Reigns. After months of the anger building between the two, Jimmy and Jey ended up as the first two entrants in the 2024 Royal Rumble match, bringing things to a head. But even that moment wasn't enough to settle the issue, and so they would fight again at WrestleMania 40. Jey Uso truly became main event, as your wise man eventually would suffer as well. Jimmy found himself betrayed by Solo Sikoa and unceremoniously dumped out of Solo's version of the Bloodline. When Jimmy and Jey are a tag team, they are pure art. They are the reason for the resurgence of tag team wrestling's popularity over the last 15 years. And perhaps, oh, perhaps, their grandest moment came during the 2017 Hell in a Cell, when they would lock horns with perhaps their greatest opposition ever, The New Day. From July to October of that year, the SmackDown Tag Team titles would change hands 4 times between the two teams, both looking for ultimate bragging rights. The Usos' connection as twins always gave them an upper hand with most teams. But the New Day had their own trick, utilizing the Freebird rule to allow any 2 of the 3 members to compete in any match. Jimmy and Jey could never know for sure who the opponents would be, with a different game plan needed for each iteration. With nothing clearly settled after 4 months, the New Day would offer to defend inside Hell in a Cell, and the Usos gladly accepted. We've seen the Usos showcase tag team wrestling at its most beautiful. Now we want you to showcase the brutality that exists within Hell in a Cell. Big E and Xavier Woods are going to use everything at their disposal to take you down. But you've been down since day one. Now it's time to force the New Day to realize there's nothing wrong with them being in second place, and there's nothing that's stopping you inside Hell in a Cell.
I'm loving this matchup. The best teams around.
Remember, this match is under Tornado Tag Team rules. A 2-on-2 match with the pinfall submission has to happen inside the ring. In the Hell in a Cell, no tags, no countouts, no disqualification.
The Usos and the New Day came into this match expecting and prepared to raise the bar, raise the level.
The cell door is locked. First of 2 Hell in a Cell matches tonight in Detroit. This is the 20th anniversary of this barbaric match. The early quick cover, title on the line. Pin attack by the champion.
And there's the kick out. He was really looking for a quick pinfall there.
An impactful display of offense we just witnessed there. The cell door is locked. First of 2 Hell in a Cell matches tonight in Detroit. This is the 20th anniversary of this barbaric match. The Usos and the New Day must be prepared for pain. Remember, this match is under Tornado Tag Team rules. A 2-on-2 match where the pinfall or submission has to happen inside the ring. In the Hell in a Cell, no tags, no countouts, no disqualification.
The Usos and the New Day came into this match expecting and prepared to raise the bar, raise the level of competition, and make history. This is going to be unforgettable.
Usos challenging the New Day for the SmackDown Tag Team titles. New Day chose this Hell in a Cell match. Very heated rivalry at the top of the Tag Team division. So many amazing matches between these two teams. They said it this past week on SmackDown. No matter where we go to the top, he gets back into the ring. Off the mark with that one. Vicious right forearm. Springboard up.
Check this out, guys. Double underhook coming.
Iron's gonna love this. The Dude Buster.
And a human being can only be spiked like that so many times before they're ultimately down for the count.
The champion looking slightly rocked now.
Jay's confidence really showed in that maneuver.
Corey, for as entertaining as the New Day are, they can scrap at the best of them. Remember that.
Look, don't let the booty-os and trombones fool you. New Day can get down and dirty, especially when they have the Usos pushing them. New Day are prepared for an all-out brawl tonight.
All the talking we've heard leading into this match, we've heard the Usos call the New Day, quote, 3 clowns on a tricycle.
Look, the Usos love the trash talk, but they deliver. And don't act like the New Day don't throw verbal jabs either. We had Big E earlier saying how he's going to drop some gloom and doom of biblical proportions. A prophecy Big E is fully capable of backing too.
And the frenetic pace the New Day loves so much got a bit halted there.
Attacks like that one will continue to get Jay his respect.
He'll make his way to the ring. And the action is shifted now into that dangerous area between the ring and the walls of the cell. Usos and New Day going at it inside Hell in a Cell. And Jey Uso sent outside the ring, and now the New Day on the attack. Big E, as aggressive as I've ever seen him here tonight. And Xavier Woods now with toys, kendo sticks in hand.
And it's about to get more aggressive, more vicious, more barbaric. I've never seen this vicious of a side from the New Day. It's what Hell in a Cell does to you.
Oh, now with the kendo sticks, Xavier Woods unloading. Well, you're saying it, Byron. Hell in a Cell makes you do some awful things. Just attempting to survive, attempting to win.
Do whatever you want. Punish however you want. Right now, that seems to be the mission statement of the New Day in order to retain the SmackDown Tag Team titles.
And that's what it's about, proving you're the best in one of the most insane environments in WWE today. The New Day have just changed the whole complexion of this match. I don't know if I've seen New Day go... What are these? Cover!
We're going to shut this down.
He's able to beat a 2 count.
Kicking out now sends a very clear message. Grabbing a kendo stick. Any connection with flesh will definitely leave a welt.
Talking to Xavier, he told me the one thing the Usos have taught us is that we have to embrace a more lawless culture here in WWE. A more lawless culture in this rivalry.
And that could be the reason the New Day chose to have this match in the Hell in a Cell. It's been such a chaotic rivalry. Therefore, only this kind of lawless match could finally put an end to it for good. Oh, watch out. Gosh, landing face first. Bam. Oh, man. We are witnessing a malicious string of attacks right now. Being put into a perilous position here after each of these vicious attacks.
Swing on sight and don't stop swinging till it's over. The Usos being relentless in their punishment.
The Usos and the New Day have been trading title reigns for the majority of the year now. This, the contractual rematch from shoulders down to retain. The challenger fending off the 2 count.
There is no quit in this man tonight.
Face buster plants him.
Ooh. Looking for more damage here. Got there. This was almost over. Shot to the chest.
Uncorks a thunderous chop.
Super kick.
And slides back into the ring. And Jimmy and Big E slugging it out middle of the ring. This has been a vicious, brutal match between two of the great tag teams today.
Here comes Jey Uso into the fray alongside of his brother.
Bang! Double super kick.
And the Usos now looking for that patented Uso splash from the top rope.
Uso splash! The cover to win the tag team titles, and Woods handcuffs it all, breaks it up.
At the last possible second, Xavier Woods saving this match for his team.
Credit to Woods for his never say die attitude, but Xavier Woods is outgunned right now.
And look at Woods still fighting back.
Yeah, with the handcuffs, using the handcuffs as a weapon.
That's smart.
And Woods now down. And trying to still fight back. What heart from Xavier Woods.
That Hart may not have much more fight left. Jimmy and Jey back up to the top one more time.
Uso splash in stereo. The cover. The Usos win the tag team titles.
Here are your winners and the new SmackDown Tag Team Champions, the Usos!
Next on our showcase is someone who wasn't born into this family, but has put in the time and more than earned her spot. She's always happy to leave haters in the rear view, and when she enters the room, you will undoubtedly feel the glow. Of course, I'm talking about Naomi, who many of you may know has reigned as Jimmy Uso's wife and queen for over 10 years. There's the old saying that behind every good man is an even better woman, and this could not ring more true than Naomi, who I will say is an absolute treasure. Jimmy will frequently speak during old bloodline planning sessions about how much her support and love drove him to improve as a superstar, always stressing her importance not only to the WWE Women's Division, but to his career and his life as well. In the ring, there is no denying Naomi's skills. The former women's tag team and two-time SmackDown Women's Champion has the mental tenacity to push through the toughest part of any match and possesses breathtaking physical skills. Naomi uses her dancing background to constantly innovate with her offense, resulting in some of the most beautiful moves you will ever see, unless you're on the receiving end of them. Naomi is an inspiration to so many of our younger members of the WWE Universe, showing a new generation that anything is possible if you just put in the work and never stop believing in yourself. Naomi has battled against the very best in the women's division, taking on foes like Charlotte Flair, Bayley, Shayna Baszler, and Io Sky.
My favorite moment of Naomi was when she won the title in her hometown, Orlando, at WrestleMania.
To compete against that caliber and maintain the level of success that Naomi has for her entire WWE career is something worth, shall I dare say, acknowledging. Naomi has even teamed with fellow family member Tamina through the years, proving the family you choose can often be the most important. And in true Uso fashion, Naomi shows an unrelenting desire to win, to achieve greatness, and to dominate her opposition. Many mistake her smile as a sign of kindness, but they quickly realize their mistake as Naomi unleashes a flurry of kicks, flies at them with moonsaults from all angles, and then ties them up in knots. Naomi is having fun, but Naomi is never playing. And now, we take you back to the 2020 edition of Super Showdown, which saw Naomi challenge Bayley for the SmackDown Women's Championship. Unfortunately, a ridiculously lax referee decided it was just fine for Bayley to basically do whatever the hell she wanted.
Bayley's, oh my gosh, she's trapping Naomi's legs in her shirt.
And Naomi wound up suffering an embarrassing loss after Bayley used wardrobe to her advantage. Well, Bayley, we can pretty much guarantee that trick won't work again. This is your chance to help guide Naomi to a third SmackDown Women's Championship, and to do it by defeating one of the greatest competitors WWE has ever seen. Your wise man has nothing but respect and admiration for Bayley's abilities, but those abilities are eclipsed by Naomi's extraordinary trinity: smarts, strength, and aerial attacks that should give all of you everything you need to get the win and the title.
Gentlemen, it's glow time!
I got an idea, Saxton. Why don't you glow home?
No, I cannot, Corey.
When asked earlier this week about this matchup, Naomi said it is an honor to be here, an honor to make history, because for the first time ever, a women's championship will be defended in Saudi Arabia.
Naomi certainly has momentum on her side, and as we've seen in recent weeks, it appears as though Bayley has at least a healthy respect for Naomi.
Well, so much of Naomi's career has been predicated on making history. You think back to Naomi being the winner of the inaugural WrestleMania Women's Battle Royal, being the first African-American SmackDown Women's Champion, and tonight, once again, an opportunity to make history in her career.
And gentlemen, when Bayley was asked about this history-making match tonight, she said, of course I'm part of this, because history is made by winners. And I'm going to become a role model for everyone here tonight in Saudi Arabia and for everyone around the entire world.
I asked Bayley her thoughts on this match, and she said, new country, same sheep. Bayley is nothing if not confident headed into this match.
Oh, and everything you just said is indicative of the new attitude, the new personality of Bayley.
Bayley has been SmackDown Women's Champion for a record-setting 279 days. She's won every title available in WWE. The NXT Women's Championship, the Raw Women's Championship, the two-time SmackDown Women's Champion, a Tag Team Champion, a Money in the Bank winner. Bayley's accomplished it all. But the one thing Bayley has never done in her career, she's never beat Naomi.
And believe me, that is a huge point of confidence for Naomi and a huge pressure on the champion.
What an exciting moment for both of these competitors tonight, but once the bell rings, it's down to business. The SmackDown Women's Championship is on the line.
The following contest, scheduled for one fall, is for the SmackDown Women.
For the first time ever, we have a Women's Championship match. Guys, a very important component of this match. Bayley has won every title available in WWE. Bayley has accomplished it all. But the one thing Bayley has never done in her career?
No. Sliding under the ropes into a splash on the floor.
Risking it all and able to connect like a homing missile.
History being made right here tonight as the champion Bayley defends against the challenger Naomi. Wow.
On a flying forearm smash.
And Naomi has been quick to take to social media lately, reminding everybody that Bayley is
Trading back and forth blows now.
The fight is on, and it's furious. Big shots being fired right now. Neither competitor letting up.
Nothing pretty here, just good old-fashioned fisticuffs.
They are emptying their tanks, going back and forth like this.
It's a gear and finds its mark.
Naomi's heading up top.
Taking flight. Diving body splash. Shows you how committed this competitor is to winning the title.
We know that Naomi's going to want to pick up the pace in this match, but Bayley's going to look to wear Naomi down.
Yeah, Bayley's going to want to slow down the pick. Perched up top. Whoa, look out.
Trying to do as much damage as humanly possible.
But at what cost?
Naomi going for broke. And this high-risk offense from the challenger might be catching the champion by surprise.
challenger being the aggressor here, but remember, the title can only be won by pinfall or submission inside the ring. Oh boy, I think the crowd knows what's coming.
We've said it time and time again. Naomi, maybe the most athletic woman we've ever seen compete here in WWE.
Yeah, Naomi wants to depend on athletic maneuvers, while Bayley wants to be more methodical and fight a more classic wrestling style.
Oh, a spinning heel kick.
Naomi isn't feeling intimidated by the moment.
Bayley turns it around. Ooh, what a damaging blow.
Nice side headlock applied.
Oh. Bayley versus Naomi, SmackDown Women's Championship on the line.
So much of Naomi's career has been predicated on making history.
Bayley versus Naomi, SmackDown Women's Championship on the line.
So much of Naomi's career has been predicated on making history. And tonight, she has the opportunity to make even more history.
And Naomi's got plenty of momentum coming into this match and is feeling mighty confident herself.
Pretty drop kick. And Naomi has been quick to take to social media lately, reminding everybody that Bayley has never beaten her one-on-one.
Yeah, not so subtle reminder to Bayley, who has been very insulting, very humiliating to a lot of people in WWE.
And that attitude,
Perched up top. Good Lord, taking flight. Putting it all on the line and coming up big with a breathtaking move. Naomi going for broke. And this high-risk offense from the challenger might be catching the champion by surprise.
the challenger being the aggressor here, but remember, the title can only be won by pinfall or submission inside the ring.
And Naomi keeping Bayley on her toes, pushing the pace on the champion.
Naomi moving fast, showing that superior athleticism. Bayley might not be able to keep up here. Big cross body. Springboard, but nobody home. Went for the springboard and missed.
She catches Bayley with a counter. I don't think I've ever seen a champion feel as disrespected as Bayley has, Corey, because Bayley's talked a lot about how people think she's an afterthought as a champion. Everybody talks about Becky Lynch on Raw. They're now talking about Rhea Ripley in NXT. But Bayley has been the longest reigning champ in SmackDown history.
And you read off all the accolades, all the championships she has held. Yet for some reason, Bayley still finds...
And here we go. Championship's on the line. Naomi's got Bayley in trouble up on the top rope. This could be Naomi's moment.
Smart move by Bayley, protecting her title and going to the eyes.
Oh, what a kick. Bayley is down and in trouble.
Quick thinking by Naomi, looking to close this one out.
Nobody home. Bayley wisely moves out of harm's way. What's Bayley trying to do here?
What the?
I think Bayley's trying to trap Naomi's legs in Naomi's own shirt.
Naomi ducks underneath, and we got a standoff. Great match so far.
Well, Bayley thought she had Naomi, but the challenger was ready.
Well, the champion has to find a new strategy in a hurry.
Momentum is really on Naomi's side.
And Naomi continues to somehow have Bayley's number here.
Now look at this laser focus. She's looking to put... Suicide dive!
Showing reckless abandon. There was every chance that could have gone wrong. But instead, it was right on the money.
She throws her back in.
Oh, catapulting down on the opponent.
And Bayley is really being... Naomi! Feel the glow! And she releases her own submission. And I have to question as to why she would do that.
This looks like she's setting the foundation for a map.
Real view by Naomi.
We might see a new champion crown.
No, we did it! We have a new champion!
Here is your winner, and the new SmackDown Women's Champion, Naomi!
Bayley's stranglehold on the SmackDown Women's Championship has ended. The Glow era has begun.
Bayley was as aggressive in this match as she's ever been, but Naomi's confidence and athleticism were just too much for Bayley to contend with.
History made in the Middle East.
Ladies and gentlemen, if it weren't for the next two superstars in our showcase, none of this would be possible. Because without Atha and Sika, without the wild Samoans, there truly is no dynasty. While it was their father who made the blood oath with High Chief Peter Maivia, it was Atha and Sika who built the family up, training generations of relatives, all with the single goal of becoming the best professional wrestler on the face of the planet. And while the two would together be WWE Hall of Famers, based solely on their work as trainers and cultivators of the next generation, their in-ring successes only add to their immortality. Atha and Sika formed WWE's most dominant tag team of the early 1980s, fighting their way to the WWE Tag Team Championship on 3 separate occasions. Opponents were often defeated before the bell even rang to start the match, falling victim to the aura and the intimidation factor of having to step into the ring with the wild Samoans, accompanied by Captain Lou Albano. The trio formed a masterful group that was able to take all opponents off their game, be it through Albano's devious schemes or the overpowering nature of the wild Samoans. WWE had never dealt with a team so primal, turning each match into a battle of survival. Most feared? The deadly Samoan drop, a move that has been imitated by many, but duplicated only by a chosen few.
There they are, the wild Samoans.
These are immigrants coming from the island, trying to figure it out, trying to find a way. I couldn't imagine being these men. I couldn't imagine taking on these responsibilities of setting the tone in a whole new country. And then trying to break into entertainment on top of that. But they made it work. And that's what we are. We're workers. We make it work.
These tribal elders set the standard for all of their descendants to not only follow, but they also taught their descendants how to surpass it. So beloved were the two that perhaps no moment holds more significance to your tribal chief, Roman Reigns, than when he was presented the Ula Fala by his father Sika and Uncle Afa after the 2020 Hell in a Cell event. You see, it was their acknowledgement that gave Roman Reigns the unshakable confidence to continue his journey to becoming the greatest of all time.
The utmost respect, love, and gratitude for those men. Because if my father and uncle don't do what they do, we're not here.
We now humbly present to you the honor of walking in the famed footsteps of the Wild Samoans, finding a tag team in WWE's long and storied history that we felt would test the Wild Samoans was not an easy task. But then a thought came to your wise man. Why not give the audience exactly what they want? Why not put the Wild Samoans against one of the greatest tag teams of all time? Why not present Afa, Sika, the Wild Samoans versus Bubba Ray and Devon, the Dudley Boys? And if we're going to go that far, let's do it in a tables match. Showcase that savage brutality that made both teams
2-on-2 tables match here with the masters of the match, the Dudley Boys, taking on the Wild Samoans.
There's always those thoughts in the back of your mind. My brother can beat your brother. My brother can put your brother through a table faster. Finally, we get to see those thoughts become reality.
Saxton, I never want to hear about the inner workings of your mind ever again.
I second that, but the Dudley Boys and the Wild Samoans are two teams who also clearly have a few screws loose. This should be intense.
Afa turning up the intimidation factor.
Afa and Sika, both individuals that compete barefooted. Not something common of most wrestlers, Corey, but it is actually taken. Diving forearm smash. Corey, I gotta know, what can the Wild Samoans do to get the advantage in this tables match? After all, this is the Dudley Boys match, the match they put on the map, the match they're synonymous with.
Or maybe the Wild Samoans have to be a little less wild, Cole. They still need to brutalize their opponents because that's what they do best. But the last thing Afa and Sika want to do is rush head first into a table. After all, that's exactly how you lose.
Such a peculiar look coming from the Wild Samoans, as if they have no control of their animalistic behavior. Oh, takes a big clean hit from the table. Under the ropes and back into the ring.
A very ferocious demeanor emanates from the Wild Samoans. Like the head of a pack of untamed beasts. I really wonder what it will take for the Dudley Boys to have control of them.
Maybe they'll take a sledgehammer? A truck? They're not human, Byron. You can knock them down, but they'll keep coming back.
Oh, strong knee connects.
Boom, piercing the stone. And nothing could save Bubba Ray from that attack.
Yeah, that's Sika putting his in-ring acumen to good use. Ooh.
Oh, what a wind-up.
Oh, sent straight to the corner. Oh,
carrying the opposition. What's the thought here? And we can harp on how this match was something almost tailor-built by the Dudley Boys. With a famous series of TLC matches they've had, the Dudleys have become synonymous with the team, TLC.
And that didn't stand for tender, Cole. It means tables, and it means lots of them.
Yeah, and if Bubba Ray Devon can get the Wild Samoans to a table tonight, it will really add to the...
Counter. He knew just what to do.
Looking for the... Oh, what a sidewalk slam. Off the ropes.
Thrown out of ringside and back to the mat. Climbing to the top. What's he have in store? Samoans are about as tough and mean as they come, a very physical duo, and we've seen how they use their heads, almost like a concrete weapon.
Yeah, they don't need much flash. They're just a formidable ground and pound team. If they lack in offensive creativity, they make up for it in blunt force.
Popped up into a Samoan drop. Incredible.
Afa and Sika might have just shown us the prelude to the Dudley's demise.
He's setting his table up, and guys, someone's about to have a...
From the top, through the air, and connects. No matter who you are, when you...
And here we go. The Boston Crab.
Nicely done. Oh, my God.
The Dudley Boys came in tonight knowing they had to turn up the dial. Had to match Afa and Sika's level of aggression. Bubba Ray and Devon know they have to be extreme as they can be.
Yeah, but what the Dudleys call extreme, the Wild Samoans just call regular old...
Take off.
What a landing.
Getting dangerously close to our announce table.
Devon gets out of the way. Dominating shoulder tackle. Taking a big risk here by bringing the table into the action. Oh! Curtain call.
Wards off that offense from Bubba.
Oof, that can knock you out.
He's looking for an implement of destruction under the ring. I can't begin to imagine what he's got planned here, guys.
Maybe it's a Yonsei.
Looks like he's coming back in.
All right, time for us to clear the way.
Already ahead of you. He's doing some dangerous ridiculous.
Devon with a kick to the guts. Turns his opponent around. Calculating the next move here.
The Wild Samoans just took a bumpy trip to Dudleyville.
Oh!
Devon now has his opponent set up.
The saving grace.
That was the Dudley Boys showing the Wild Samoans what tag team wrestling is all about.
Clothesline to the back of the neck.
I still can't get over the look I always see on the Wild Samoans. It's like they have a one-track mind towards savage brutality.
They for sure answer yes to every question that makes up a scary tag team. Yes, they're rough. Yes, they're tough. Yes, they will maim. Yes, they will hurt. And yes, they will not stop.
And Afa and Sika just beat the Dudley Boys at their own game.
Here are your winners, Afa and Sika, the Wild Samoans.
And it's the Wild Samoans standing tall, having beat the Dudley.
From the very moment he arrived as the enforcer of the blood.
As we say in WWE, expect the unexpected. We expected Wes Lee to be Carmelo Hayes' opponent here, but instead, we have the surprise return of Solo Sikoa, as he's claimed as...
Down around to the schoolboy, shoulders are down.
He's on the ropes, and the ref calls off the count.
Oof.
Did you see Melo's reaction when Sikoa's music hit? Hayes looked like he saw a ghost.
Solo's been saying he got next for the North American Championship, but that was a long time ago. Melo thought Sikoa was in his rearview mirror.
These two men took part in a triple threat for the North American title back at Spring Break and 5 months ago. But they essentially canceled each other out that night, and neither man left with the title. Tonight, we're going to see who the better man is, and it'll be the one who leaves with the title.
On the one-year anniversary of NXT 2.0, the North American title is on the line. Solo Sikoa, the newest member of the Bloodline, is here to challenge Carmelo Hayes.
Sikoa taking command, and Melo is obviously still in shock about this impromptu match.
You got to imagine that Roman Reigns, the Usos, even Paul Heyman are watching this match closely right now.
Oh, absolutely, Cole. We're talking about the man who has held the WWE Undisputed Universal Championship for 744 days. And the Undisputed Tag Team Champions, the Usos, who have held those titles for 422 days.
Record-breaking reigns of both singles and tag team competition. If Solo captures the North American title tonight, who knows how long he'll keep it for?
Got to be a tough situation for Carmelo Hayes here. He's up against an opponent he could never have planned for.
Oh, but there's a clear strategy, Cole. Solo Sikoa has an injury to his left knee. Solo had a brutal fall.
And Sikoa sent toward the ropes, and Carmelo Hayes with a kick right into the midsection. Melo taking it to Sikoa here.
The power of Solo just a little too much for the A-Champ in this instance.
What a chop.
Trademark viciousness. Lack of mercy. That's what Solo Sikoa is all about.
Into the corner. Big splash by Sikoa. Melo in trouble. Sikoa. Trick Williams making sure Melo got out of harm's way. Well, at least momentarily.
Yeah, momentarily is right. Sikoa continuing to inflict more punishment on the champ.
And Hayes takes...
Solo not allowing the presence of Trick Williams to distract him whatsoever.
Solo has the mindset to destroy anyone in the way of him. From way up, you gotta be kidding me! From ring post.
Oh, he got him! Is he gonna lock this in? Targeting the shoulder.
Escape and a takedown.
Oh, a nasty stop to finish it off.
Trick Williams has been quite the difference maker for Carmelo Hayes over the last year. How many times has Williams helped Hayes and saved that North American title?
Yeah, but 10 days ago, Solo Sikoa did the same thing for Roman Reigns when he attacked Drew McIntyre at Clash at the Castle. Sikoa has blood on his hands, too.
He is getting rid of the turnbuckle pad.
Don't say that too loud, Saxon. You might get caught.
Oh, my gosh. With one hand. Steering clear there. These two going strike for a strike, it seems. Ooh.
Just teeing off with that fight forever vibe.
So much pride, so much resiliency on display.
Neither competitor is backing down.
It looks like we've got ourselves a brawl here.
Got the cover, looking to hang on to the title.
He gets the kick out after the one.
Still not enough to put him away.
Has them hooked, looking for sliced bread.
But a counter power slam. The main event this has been for the one-year anniversary of NXT 2.0.
And without this rebranding, Solo Sikoa may have never had the opportunity to show the world what he can do.
And if Solo didn't have this breakout year, maybe his cousin Roman Reigns wouldn't have trusted him enough to be part of the bloodline.
And gentlemen, we may be moments away from the Street Champ becoming the North American Champ.
Hooked up. Spinning Solo.
Sikoa just absolutely laid waste to Melo. Can Solo win the title?
The whole ring in between them.
You got to be impressed by both Solo Sikoa and Carmelo Hayes. They've taken NXT 2.0 by storm over the last year.
Yeah, since the shift to NXT 2.0, Melo has spent over 9 months as NXT North American Champion over 2 very long reigns.
And don't forget Solo. Over the last year, he's defeated top NXT names like Santos Escobar, Grayson Waller, and LA Knight.
Yeah, he beat Knight so bad we haven't seen him in months. Maybe we should ask that Max Dupree guy.
Exiting the ring, taking the action outside. Tossed back into the ring.
And it looks like
Yeah, big uppercut rocks the jaw of Carmelo Hayes. Ripped out of the corner.
Looking to put him away, and now Trick Williams up on the apron, causing a distraction.
Trick paying dividends. Ooh. First 48.
And that could be the turning point for the North American champion.
Oh, Samoa drop by Sikoa. Cover now for the win. Hayes kicks it too.
And Williams once again on the apron.
You can see how concerned Trick Williams is that Carmelo Hayes' championship hopes, might be fading away.
Super kick drops Williams. Hayes picked out of the sky.
Spinning solo.
Is that it for Carmelo Hayes? Trick is out. Carmelo is dead. Here's your chance, Solo. The title could be yours.
Oh.
Winding up. Boom! Samoan spot.
And it just got as bad as it could for the champ.
What the? Sikoa is the new champion.
Here is your winner, and new NXT.
I ain't doing this one. We can have all the fun we want with these video games and this showcase and these fantasy matchups like Offensika versus Bubba Ray and Devon. I'm not doing shtick about Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins. That's a little too volatile. And it's way too personal for Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins came up together in the Shield. And Seth Rollins took it upon himself to disband the Shield by blindsiding Roman Reigns with a chair. At WrestleMania 31, Roman Reigns, in the main event of WrestleMania,
And that title, the WWE Universe. The Royal Rumble Premium Live event kicks off with a match between two former brothers. Roman Reigns in his record 516-day reign as Universal Champion versus Seth Rollins, donned in the old gear that they used to wear in the Shield.
Rollins looks very comfortable in that tactical vest yet again.
But he's even more comfortable inside the head of the tribal chief. We haven't seen Roman with this type of look, this type of confusion in 500+ days.
Gentlemen, for 17 months, Roman Reigns has dominated. He had special counsel and cousins to help him stay in control, to keep his cool, to concentrate on the business at hand. But now Paul Heyman is gone, and the Usos are barred from ringside.
Without those calming forces, cracks have started to show. Every comment Rollins has made about their past cuts deeper. Every mind game breaks Roman's spirit even further. This might be the toughest physical battle the tribal chief has faced, but it definitely is his toughest mental battle.
Roman certainly seems out of his comfort zone right now, guys.
Reigns and his comfort zone aren't even in the same zip code tonight, Cole. Unless he can snap out of it fast, he's going to make a mistake that Rollins will capitalize on.
Even before Seth put his gear on, he came into this match with a clear-cut advantage.
You're right, Cole. 1 week ago on SmackDown, Seth Rollins and Kevin Owens defeated the Usos. As a result, Jimmy and Jay are barred from ringside.
It was an all-or-nothing move, as Rollins would have lost his title opportunity had that match gone the other way. It just proves that Seth freaking Rollins will take every freaking risk to win.
All the way down. The champ flexing undeniable power. An incredible sign of dominance over the challenger.
Reigns seems to be taking just a little bit more pleasure than he usually does as he piles on the attacks. The disdain he has for Rollins is off the charts.
Looking to explore things ringside now.
Delivered into the barricade.
Seth retaliates. Seth Rollins says he knows Roman Reigns so well, says he knows how to prey on the insecurities of the Universal Champion.
Rollins knew there was one thing that Roman Reigns could never, ever get over, that it was Seth Rollins who chose to end the Shield.
That blow to the back of Roman Reigns with a steel chair so many years ago broke up perhaps the greatest faction in WWE history. Who would have thought that moment would still loom so large and be the biggest key to victory for Seth freaking Rollins?
We can see a count out here. He got in. He got in. Just avoiding the ref's count.
Going right after the neck. Neck breaker.
Oh, quick way to respond with the reversal.
The Tribal Chief has been dominant over the last 516 days since he captured the Universal Championship. Month after month, he's dominated every top contender on the SmackDown roster.
Roman Reigns has beaten big names over the last year and a half, but Braun Strowman, Rey Mysterio, the Demon Finn Balor, even John Cena. But Reigns has to be bothered by the fact that he has never been able to...
Devastating maneuver by the champion.
The champ with the pin.
Makes the cover. 3-2 count. Title still on the line.
Somehow, this title is still up for grabs.
Now might be a good time to regroup. Rethink your plan.
I don't believe it. Reigns has ended so many matches that way, but this one just took an unexpected turn.
Into a dragon screw leg whip.
I don't even think Roman's aware of where he is anymore. He has tunnel vision for Rollins. The only thing the Tribal Chief is seeing right now is...
The Royal Rumble Premium Live event kicks off with a match between two former brothers. Roman Reigns in his record 516-day reign as Universal Champion versus
Schoolboy into the pin.
shoulders down, championship at stake.
An easy kick out from Rollins.
A little too soon for that cover to be effective, but he is making a statement by going for it at this point.
Taking this fight back into the ring.
Oh, what a clothesline.
And the wise man, Paul Heyman, will be at ringside for a championship match tonight, just not this one.
And that's just sickening to me, Cole. Reigns had just cause for firing the wise man, and now Paul's right back with his old client. Heyman has zero loyalty to the bloodline.
Okay, Corey, did you forget the fact that Roman attacked Heyman? Anyway, Reigns just needs to forget all of that tonight. Rollins is already playing next-level mind games in this match. Reigns cannot let Paul Heyman's actions affect him.
Roman Reigns, 516 days as Universal Champion, putting the title on the line against his former Shield brother, Seth freaking Rollins. Plunge out to the outside.
Throwing all caution to the wind and flying around like a bat out of hell.
Man. Even before Seth put his gear on, he came into this match with a clear-cut advantage.
You're right, Cole. 1 week ago on SmackDown, Seth Rollins and Kevin Owens defeated the Usos. As a result, Jimmy and Jay are barred from ringside.
It was an all-or-nothing move, as Rollins would have lost his title opportunity had that match gone the other way. It just proves that Seth freaking Rollins will take every freaking risk to win.
Trapped in the corner, no escape from these punches.
Rollins getting worked on here.
And you can see Seth is being run into the ground by Roman.
Getting carried to a vulnerable position here. Seth Rollins says he knows Roman Reigns so well, says he knows how to play on the insecurities of the Universal Champion.
Rollins knew there was one thing that Roman Reigns could never, ever get over, that it was Seth Rollins who chose to end the Shield.
That blow to the back of Roman Reigns with a steel chair so many years ago broke up perhaps the greatest faction in WWE history. Who would have thought that moment would still loom so large and be the biggest key to victory for Seth freaking Rollins?
Jacks his jaw with a quick knee.
Swing-butted by Rollins.
Catches the kick.
Continuous counters. These superstars looking locked in.
And he slides him back to the mat. And he's going to the outside, which will start a countout.
And Seth taking some time to, well, who knows what his thought process is at this point.
Ooh, hooked into the turnbuckle. Down to the mat. Rollins sent ringside. Headed out of the ring, but the count is looming.
Sent straight to the barricade. The Tribal Chief has been dominant over the last 516 days since he captured the Universal Championship. Month after month, he's dominated every top contender on the SmackDown roster.
Roman Reigns has beaten big names over the last year and a half. Braun Strowman, Rey Mysterio, the Demon Finn Balor, even John Cena. But Reigns has to be bothered by the fact that he has never been able to knock off Rollins in a premium live event match in his career. Never successfully defended a title against Rollins.
Indeed, two of the biggest PLE losses of Roman Reigns' career have been at the hands of Seth freaking Rollins. At Money in the Bank in 2016, Rollins defeated Reigns for the WWE title. And a year prior to that, Rollins committed the heist to the century and used the Money in the Bank to steal Roman's WWE Championship in the main event of WrestleMania. And Reigns reverses.
I have to admit, it's a pretty cold move for Rollins to just take the years of history the Shield had and turn it into a joke here tonight.
It's appalling, Saxton. Rollins has always treated that sacred history as a joke. Now we know that Roman Reigns is a loyal man, a family man. But Seth Rollins going head-to-head,
putting each other to the test. Oh, man.
Looks like a hockey fight's just broken out.
two titans trading strikes and refusing to back down.
Giving up now is not an option. They have to finish this.
Back and forth, neither one giving up any ground.
Two fighters putting their haymakers on autopilot right now.
Bang! Ooh. I hate to say this, but the Tribal Chief has become extremely fragile without the benefit of having the bloodline by his side.
Every little move Rollins makes seems to put Reigns on edge. This outfit, the Shield's entrance music. I bet if Rollins gave Roman a fist bump, it would make the Tribal Chief go nuclear.
He's got his sights locked in now.
What a spear by Reigns! The champ is in control.
I don't even think Roman's aware of where he is anymore. He has tunnel vision for Rollins. The only thing the Tribal Chief is seeing right now is red. And heaven have mercy on...
And here's Reigns now, misses wildly with the clothesline attempt. Spear! Spear by Reigns! Roman Reigns from out of nowhere with a spear!
That could end it for Rollins if Roman could just make the cover.
Roman trying to fight through the pain. Oh my, guys. Guys, look at what Rollins is doing.
After all these two have been through, Rollins wants that Shield fist bump.
Reigns shaking it off as Rollins continues to try to play mind games.
Yeah, but that may have triggered a litany of emotions within the Tribal Chief. Reigns unsure of what to do.
Roman Reigns determining what to do now. Will he slay his former brother? Reigns now. Look, gonna lock in the guillotine. Submission
Well, there's your answer.
Rollins just motionless now. Roman had that guillotine locked in far too long.
Well, the oxygen slowly circulating through Seth again, but I feel it's just a matter of time. The fun and games Rollins has been playing has pushed the Tribal Chief past his boiling point.
Has him set up in the corner of the ring.
Oh, Superman punch!
Reigns not done yet.
Did the champ just finish the job? And Reigns retains the title.
Here is your winner, and still the Universal Champion!